very naughty, really I'm telling you, and very mischievous. We used to gossip a lot. We used to, to be frank with you, we had dreams till morning. All that. And suddenly one transformation actually took place. I saw Raja sir completely changed, even his dressing and everything. When I saw him, I never felt like calling him Raja sir. I called him Swami. Swami means saint. Even now, till then, I am calling only Raja Swami, Raja Swami. His real saint, that Nada Saraswati, is there with him and in him.
Thank you. Kamal, I'd like you to say something about Ilaiyaraaja sir.
Mr. Raja has become a part of my life. Out of this 1,000, about 10% belongs to me. I say belongs to me, he created it, but we own it up so much. So
actually, may I just interrupt? Many of you don't know, but I think that between the two of them, Rajini and Kamal, I think you've both done about 100 films each with Ilaiyaraaja sir. 100 films each with Ilaiyaraaja sir.
We're still counting, so we're not stopping with that. As he said, I was about to say, he stole my story because it's his story too. But I have done all that. He claims to have done that with Mr. Raja. I used to call him Mr. Raja. Then after that, after the transformation he was talking about, he became my brother. I never called him that. And today I had the opportunity of hugging him, which I've never done. He's a bit finicky and a shy man. But today I took the opportunity to hug him. It was long overdue after nearly 35, 40 years. I always wanted to do it to him, and I did it today. And I knew that he would go to this 1,000. 786th film was mine, and I told him soon 1,000, and it is that day today.
Taken Raja sir away for almost more than 200 films. Is that, you think, one of the reasons why Ilaiyaraaja sir couldn't come to the Hindi film industry to give us music? Because he was so busy making music for you all.
No, actually, as Raja sir told, actually, he is, he never does, he left everything to God's hand. He is completely surrendered to Almighty. So that it was his mistake, Almighty's mistake. He couldn't brought him long before.
Rajni, to connect with that, I just want to say that there is a certain kind of divinity whenever we meet Raja sir. Something very divine, something godly. If you've been to his music room, if you've been to his house, I have, and I'm sure that both of you have also. There is a peculiar divine atmosphere. Rajni, you too have been very close to divinity. Are there any similarities that you find between yourself and Raja sir?
So maybe, Mamiji, I don't know, after seeing all the worldly things, after enjoying it, after seeing that, okay, that's it. So we think we aspire for the bigger thing, higher thing. Probably that is the case. That is the case. Even in Raja's case also probably.
Kamal, you've sung for Raja sir.
Yes, that's his misfortune. He's not all the time fortunate.
And Rajni, you've never had an opportunity to sing with Raja sir?
No, never. Only once, actually, just 4 lines. For that, actually, it took 8 hours.
Tell us something about your singing experience with Raja sir.
See, it's very difficult. He's been a friend, he's been a brother, but the truth is, he's also my guru. In film singing, I thought I knew singing till I met Raja. To sing for the mic, to correct yourself, I learned little tricks, which makes me look like I'm a master when I go to other people. I watched about 100 re-recordings, background scoring. Whenever I'm shooting, I used to go to his background scoring sessions. And that's helping me now as a director, because I sound like a music director, which I'm not, thanks to Raja.
There are some other details of Raja sir which perhaps many in the audience are not aware of. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe for 4 years continuously, 52 weeks, 56 films Raja sir has given music for, continuously for 4 years. And that includes background music as well. And many of those films have all been great box office successes. This is a great achievement. Kamal, while you were talking about working with Raja sir, I am reminded of an incident, perhaps you will be able to explain it better, of what you did with one of your film's music in Hiram.
Yes.
Would you like to describe that moment?
I'm glad you brought this up. I've been waiting for nearly 15 years because of that man. He said, don't talk about it. That's his good quality.
We have the liberty to talk today, Raja
Now,
sir.
today,
Please.
it's my stage, our stage. And I had gone to somebody else to do the music. That's the first time I've used in Raj Kamal Films, my company, another music director. Something went wrong and I had a problem. I had shot all the songs, but I was not able to use it in the film. So sheepishly, I went back to Mr. Raja and said, I made a mistake. So help me out. So he was looking at me and he said, how much did it cost for you to shoot all the songs? Is that what you're going to ask of me? No, tell me. I said, I'm going to reshoot it, so don't trouble me now. And he said, no, you're not going to reshoot it. I'm going to dub it for you. I said, no, I want hit songs. I'll give it to you. And I've never heard of this. It's a textbook kind of work for any music director. The song was recorded. He saw the lip sync like a dubbing film. He started making music, which was totally different. The song I recorded and shot was different, and he made hit songs of them. It is not only, I've seen people in circus walking on wire and throwing teacups onto their head and balancing. It's that kind of a balancing act with fantastic music.
Yeah, I think that many that who are not aware of how films are made, I just want to repeat what Kamal has just said. Kamal went to a music director, recorded songs, went to location, shot those songs, and then decided that perhaps he was not happy with it. He went to Raja sir and said, this is the music, I want to change it. Raja sir said, don't change anything, I will change what you have shot. So he looked at the edited versions of those songs, and looking at the lip sync of the artists that have been shot, Raja sir composed fresh music which synced with the already shot portion. And all those music and everything became super hit. That's an incredible feat. I've never heard of this thing before. And really all accolades to you, Raja sir, for having done that.
I thought I was interfering, but I was only learning. I used to say the silliest things, and he'll say, tell me what you want and I'll give it to you. And it's always been that. And I learned a lot. And by arguing with him, I learned. So that's my only learning technique of saying something, knowing fully well that he's right, but I'll say, how about this? And he'll say why that is not right. And that's how I learned.
I had a very small similar experience with Raja sir. I've never dared to sing in front of him because I found that very embarrassing. And every time a song was composed, I would ask him to send the Pro Tools somewhere else. And Adesh Srivastav, who's here, we used to sit in the studio separately and record it. But there was one occasion in Pa when I had to sing a song with Raja sir in front of me. And I cannot tell you how frightening that was, because you're looking at a genius who stands there and catches every little moment and wants to correct it. And even though it was a little kid singing with some kind of prosthetics on his face, it was amazing how he corrected each and every little line that I was singing. Thank you so much, Raja sir, for that input. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to have stood in the same room as you and perform in front of you. Thank you.